Hey, mighty men of God, Joe Martin here with Real Men Connect, where we help good men become great men God's way by providing them with real answers to real problems in the real world. Guys, welcome to the Real Men Ride Along. I'm on my way to get a workout in, and so I wanted to shoot this quick video because I have to make a confession to you. And anyone who knows me well, this is not much of a confession to them, but I am anal retentive and obsessive compulsive. I am anal retentive and obsessive compulsive. And it's good in some ways, but bad in a lot of ways. But one of the ways that it's bad is that I'm overly organized and I'm highly structured. And that doesn't allow me much flexibility. So that kind of gets on people's nerves a lot. But I'm gonna give you the good side of it. And that's being organized and being able to manage my time and a lot of paperwork. Manage my time and a lot of paperwork. And so I wanted to shoot this video on the positive side of me being kind of OCD and anal retentive. So this is very serious because I think this can help a lot of men out, because guys, as the spiritual head and spiritual leader of your homes, we have a lot of responsibilities. Not only must we manage a lot of the activities that go on in our home, we have to keep things organized and keep a level head and be somewhat disciplined in having things structured and organized. So I think I can help you guys in this area. And I'm gonna give you a quick and simple technique to get the clutter out of your life. To get the clutter out of your life. Now, when I say clutter, it could be paperwork. It could be tasks that you have to do that you keep putting off and that type of thing. And we know, based on the studies, Barna did a study, that men's biggest challenge, especially when it comes to Christian men, is having a balanced life. Having a balanced life. That's trying to balance work, home, and everything else, and activities, to make sure that we stay focused and structured. So I'm going to share with you a quick technique on how to declutter your life and be a little bit more organized. And guys, this is very simple. Whenever you're faced with paperwork or an activity or something that you know has to be done or needs to be or requires your attention, let's say that requires your attention, I want you to go through a simple 3-step process. And here's the 3-step process. And they all start with the letter D. And it revolves around you making a decision. And here are the 3 D's that you have to make a decision. Whenever you're faced with any activity or any responsibility or any paperwork or something that demands your attention, one, ask yourself, do I need to do this now? In other words, make a decision to either do it right now. Don't put it off. Don't delay it. Just do it. Even if you don't like doing it, especially if you don't like doing it. Now, I'm actually preaching to the choir because I don't like dealing with taxes, but I have to go ahead and do it and push myself through it. So the first thing you do is decide whether or not you're going to do it. Now, if for some reason you can't do it right now, here's the second D. The second D. You can delegate it. Delegate it. Now, I know what some of you guys may be thinking out there, well, Joe, I don't have an administrative assistant, or Joe, I don't have co-workers that I could delegate it to. Now, when we say delegate, we're not necessarily talking about handing off to an assistant, but someone who actually enjoys doing that type of thing. And sometimes all we have to do is ask somebody for help. Now, it could actually be your children. Sometimes there's a task that I don't want to do, so I delegate it to my children because they may enjoy doing it. I give you a great example. I have to edit my podcast a lot, and now I hired somebody to do it for me now, so I delegate it to them. But before I had it in my budget to be able to delegate that task to someone, I would ask my kids to do it for me. They know GarageBand and they know some of the software, producing software out there, so they can do editing and that kind of thing. So you delegate it. Find someone who's more talented and gifted in that area, or they have a passion for it or an affinity to it, and give it to them. Delegate it. So you can either do it now. If you can't do it now for some reason, go ahead and delegate it. And here's the third option. We're almost done. Here's the third option. If you can't do it, you can't delegate it, then maybe you need to dump it. Maybe you need to dump it. Now, when I say dump it, that means maybe it doesn't even require you doing it in the first place. So maybe you just need to get rid of it. Don't do it at all. Don't allow it to take away from the things that are most important to you. I call that majoring in minors. So a lot of things that we have to face, especially when it comes to paperwork, it doesn't require our attention. We don't have to delegate it. We just don't have to do it. And a lot of times it's when people bring stuff to you that they want to delegate that you're not required to do. So make a conscious decision to ask yourself, do I really need to do this? Is it worth delegating? And if not, maybe I need to dump it. Now, if you apply those 3 steps to paperwork, when you get mail coming in your box, I get a lot of mail. I have to look at that mail. Do I need to do this? Does this require my attention right now? Can I delegate this to someone else? If my wife handles a certain part of the bills, I give her one of the bills that she handles. I can delegate that to her. I'll say, baby, I don't have time. Can you take care of this for me? Or I can dump it. Well, I don't really need to. And usually you can find out when you need to dump it is if you can't remember what it was a week from now, you probably need to do it in the first place. So remember those 3 Ds. Either you're going to do it, you're going to delegate it, or you're going to dump it. Now, I hope that this blesses you. And if it has, or if it does, please share this video with somebody. You may be some young man that you may be mentoring or discipling who needs to get uncluttered and get from all the responsibilities and get it organized in a structured way. Remember, guys, we are males by birth, but we are men by choice. So choose each and every day to be the man that God called and created you to be, because a male is a terrible thing to waste. Till next time, be strong, stay blessed, and as always, stay in God's grip. Talk to you soon.